Hey guys, how's everybody doing? My name is Spencer Brown, and this is my PLP4 video. So obviously this is a leadership class, and I want to talk about what I've learned through this class and my experiences. So let me get started. My topics. I have two topics. My first topic is how to enable others, and my second one is how to create a climate of trust. So, how to enable others, there's a lot of ways you can enable others and people around you. But let's first off start off with what does it mean to enable others? So, to enable others as a leader, that means to raise everybody around you and give off your knowledge and give off your energy to those for the common good of the group and to help others. So if I'm trying to enable someone and I'm a leader, I might teach them something. Even though I know it, I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to teach them something so that they understand and we're all on the same page and the group is going forward. Um, there's a lot of different ways you can enable people. From the lectures, I learned how to talk to people and how to engage with people, and this is huge because everyone comes from different backgrounds, and it's important to understand that everyone's different. Everyone doesn't take the same criticism, and everyone doesn't take the same coaching. So you have to know who to talk to. Some people are sensitive some people are more sensitive than others, so you have to know how to come across. So you could be saying something good, but other people can see it as it being aggressive, or it might trigger them because the tone. So you just have to check your tone, and you have to check exactly what you say, and to different people. Everyone's different, so you have to be able to accommodate for everyone when you are a leader. Create a climate of trust. So what that means, from what I learned in the lectures, was how can you create trust? And that's huge with being a leader and being in a group atmosphere and workplace. With creating a circle of trust and climate of trust, it first starts off with you. You have to be able to trust others, number one, and others going to have to be able to trust you. But mainly it starts off with being a leader and being a role model. People have to be able to follow you. So with that being said, you have to be a great role model. And with being a leader, I can't ask someone to do something that I won't do. So I have to show great demonstration, and I have to show great skills of being a good role model, so people can see and people get trust. Also, the circle of trust will have to be. This has a lot to do with friendships and holding people accountable, having a certain standard, and make sure everyone is on the same page. And that's what trust is. Trust is trusting the person next to you. Trust is trusting someone when you might not want to be honest. And it's a lot that goes into it, but I just learned that you have to keep others accountable, and you have to lead by example. No one's gonna listen to you if you showing them what not to do. No one's gonna listen to them if you're not consistent of what you're doing or what you're teaching. So it just all ties in together. A time where I have experiences with being a leader and using these skills. I'm gonna talk to you guys about I'm gonna talk to you guys about a time where I was on the football field, and it was just a group of guys. It was just a group of us, and we had to get the plays right. So some of the offensive linemen didn't know the plays. So the first thing you could do is you can get mad at the person next to you, and you can get upset and yell. But at the end of the day, that's not gonna do anything. But put people against each other and turn against each other. So what I had to do was I had to figure out a way how to enable people. So what I did was, me being a leader, I had to know the plays good enough for me to teach them to someone. And with me learning the plays and me teaching someone, teaching my other teammates the plays, it helped me gain knowledge of the plays and even more. And it helped and it raised my game and it elevated their game. So that's a great example. And a climate of trust. Example of that would be basically showing up on time. That could just be a great example. We all are accountable. So on the football field, we all are accountable of what we do, and we're only as strong as our weakest link. So with that being said, if I show up on time, if I show up late, then I know I'm costing my team punishment, and everyone has to be accountable. And it just goes back to the circle of trust. You have to get people to trust you. So if you want to be a good teammate, you want to show people that you are a good teammate, you have to gain their trust. And what is gaining your teammates' trust? Knowing your assignments, showing up on time, being where you're supposed to be, being a great teammate, being in shape, all those things tied together, and that's the way people can trust you, because you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're on time. How can I connect these leadership practices to what we learned about in class? So when I was creating the circle of trust, I had to help strengthen others, and I had to facilitate relationships. And I learned both those chapters, and I learned both those practices in chapters 7 and 8. So basically, I had to learning those practices, strengthening others, and facilitating relationships in chapter 7 and 8. I had to learn how to. With being a leader, you have to learn how to have relationships, learn how to be good with people, learn how to talk to people. I had to learn that with Circle of Trust, because I had to be able for people to trust me. With trust, you have to stick your arm out there as well. With strengthening others, with being a leader, and how to enable others. I had to build people. I had to build people up. So being a leader, sometimes you have to motivate others. So I had to find different ways how to motivate people, as far as what encouraging words can I say? What tone should I say it in? How can I help this person have a better day? How can I help this person be happy? All those things. And yeah, all these things helped me with self-confidence and being a leader.